What's going on, guys, MESSI here and welcome to a brand new video. Today is going to be Sunday the 11th of October, and I know it's been a few days since the last episode, but we're back into the swing of things now, essentially a video every single day. So just before we get started, if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button and press that bell notification, that would be greatly appreciated. And also don't forget to drop a comment below. I'll try to respond to as many as I can, if not all of them. So what we're doing today is pretty much covering the transfers that went on since deadline day, and bear in mind some transfer windows aren't even closed yet. So Bordeaux have signed former Newcastle midfielder Hatem Ben Arfa. It's on a free transfer because he didn't have a club, and it's on an initial 1-year contract. PSV have brought in World Cup winner Mario Götze again on a free deal. That's after he left Dortmund earlier this summer, and he has signed a 2-year contract with the Dutch side. Stoke City centre-back Bruno Martins Indy has sealed a season-long loan to Eredivisie's side AZ Alkmaar. The Dutch international has been with Stoke since 2016 and played over 130 games for the club. Watford and Danny Welbeck have agreed to the termination of his contract at the club. He's now a free agent looking for a new side, and as of right now, not really seeing too many rumours. Then we've got 3 massive transfers for FC Porto that went on just after deadline day, and the first one I did cover in the last episode. So they fully announced the arrival of Felipe Anderson from West Ham, and it is a season-long loan. But he hasn't ruled out playing for West Ham in the future, just not under David Moyes. They also brought in Liverpool midfielder Marco GRUJIC on a loan. There is no option to buy for this one, and he cost Liverpool £5 million back in 2016. And the final player they brought in is Malang Sarr from Chelsea. Again, a loan deal for this season, and he only just joined Chelsea on a free deal, but he wasn't going to get too much first team football this season, so they've sent him out on loan. Liverpool have signed a new goalkeeper who apparently has a lot of potential, but won't be joining the first team just yet. So he's a Brazilian keeper called Marcelo Pitaluga. He joined from Fluminense for €750,000, and now he'll join the under-23 squad. Lokomotiv Moscow have signed striker Zé Luiz from FC Porto for €7.5 million. Sporting have re-signed midfielder João Mario on a season-long loan, and that is from Inter Milan. There were rumours that it does have an option to buy, but I'm honestly not too sure at this point in time. Alexander Esvine, a FIFA Ultimate Team legend, he has joined a new club. It's on a free transfer because he didn't have a side, and the club he has joined is Sandhausen. He was most recently playing with Hertha Berlin and played 196 games in the Bundesliga. That's for likes of Stuttgart, Augsburg and Nuremberg. Van Ginkel will spend the season on loan at PSV from Chelsea. The midfielder returns to the club for his third spell with the Dutch side, having won 2 Eredivisie titles with the club. Zenit have signed Brazilian midfielder Vendel from Sporting. It was fully announced a couple days ago, and the fee they have paid is about €20 million. And as for FIFA Ultimate Team, it means that he won't be on the game anymore, and his previous card at Sporting may go up in price. Lyon have signed right back Matteo De Sciglio from Juventus on a season-long loan. Now, before he was linked to Celtic and a few other sides, but instead has joined the Ligue 1 outfit. Lyon president Jean-Michel Aulas has revealed that Memphis Depay is disappointed with Barca. That's after the Catalan club failed in their attempts to sign him in this window. But instead now, the forward will prepare himself for a move to the Camp Nou in January. He won't necessarily force a move, but Lyon will be open to it, because just a few months after that, if not in January already, he can agree a pre-contract with any club. Tottenham are looking to sign Swansea City centre-back Joe Rodon, and this is according to ESPN and various different outlets. Spurs still have time to move for the 22-year-old in this window, because the transfers within the UK, that doesn't close until October 16th. Swansea are demanding about $18 million, and Spurs are trying to talk them down from that fee. Roma will re-sign Shanghai Shenhua Stefan El Shaarawy when the January transfer window opens, and this story is from Calcio Mercato. The 27-year-old will head back to the Stadio Olimpico on a loan deal, and the Giallorossi will have the option to buy him outright for $20 million. Roma tried to push through a transfer for El Shaarawy before Monday's deadline, but ultimately they failed to finalise an agreement with Shanghai in time. This next one isn't a transfer, but according to various outlets now, Aaron Wan-Bissaka has hinted he may switch his international allegiance from England to DR Congo, and that is because he has changed his flag in his social media bios. He has represented both countries at youth level, and because he's not made a full international debut just yet, he is eligible to play for both sides. He has been called up to the England squad before, but as of right now, he's yet to get on the pitch in a competitive game. Lazio are considering a swoop for former Valencia defender Ezequiel Garay, and this story is from Gazzetta dello Sport. The 34-year-old is available on a free transfer after leaving the Mestalla earlier this year, and Lazio, I think they already brought in one centre-back in the window. AC Milan are interested in signing Marseille's forward Florian Thauvin and Real Madrid defender Nacho, and again the source is Corriere dello Sport. The Rossoneri may look to bring in both men during the January window, and Thauvin only has 1 year left on his current contract with Marseille, whereas Nacho, he still has 2 years left. Edinson Cavani has revealed he is keen on a move to Argentine giants Boca Juniors, that's after a stint at Manchester United ends. He only just signed for the Red Devils on a free from Paris Saint-Germain, and now has already planned his future for his next move. He will be earning about €11 million per year at Old Trafford, and as of right now has a 1 year contract, but there is the option to extend it by a further 12 months. Rangers manager Steven Gerrard is in talks with Jack Wilshere, that's after the midfielder was released by West Ham. This story is from Football Insider, but pretty much a lot of places are saying the same story now. Injuries have prevented the former Arsenal man from playing consistently, but he could reignite his stuttering career with the Glasgow Giants. It's said the 28-year-old is attracted by the idea of playing under his former England teammate, and there is also the possibility of a move to Spain or Italy. West Ham are keen on prizing Josh King away from Bournemouth, according to Sky Sports. A domestic window in England remains open again until October 16th, so that Hammers can reach an agreement with the Championship side. Now, the Cherries are asking for about $17.5 million, but rumours are West Ham could get for about 10. And Bai Niang's loan move from Rennes to Saint Etienne is yet to be completed. That's despite the striker having already travelled to his new club's hometown. French clubs are permitted one move outside of the regular transfer window from another domestic team, and Saint Etienne are ready to use that already. Manchester United's Juan Mata is being hunted by an undisclosed Saudi Arabian club. They've offered him a lucrative contract, and as of right now he's kind of out of favour at Old Trafford. The Express do say that Mata is considering his future because he's fallen behind the likes of Donny van der Beek and also most importantly Bruno Fernandes. So his contract I think runs out in the summer of 2021, so he could move a little bit earlier. Chelsea's Victor Moses has agreed in principle to a season-long loan at Spartak Moscow, but first he needs to undergo a medical in the Russian capital. That's to finalise the deal. Arsenal are working on a deal to send William Saliba on loan to the Championship, and this story is from Goal.com. The teenage defender joined Arsenal in the summer of 2019 from Saint Etienne, and he cost them about £27 million, and since then spent the season on loan to the Ligue 1 side, but now is back at the Emirates. He's yet to feature for his new side, and he did miss out on the 25-man Europa League squad last week. Real Madrid have ruled out signing Manchester United midfielder Paul Pogba, and this story is from AS. The Frenchman has admitted that one day he dreams of playing for Los Blancos, but they have no desire to take on his $15 million a year wage. Madrid instead, they'll focus all their efforts on bringing in Kylian Mbappe and Eduardo Camavinga next season, or next summer shall I say. And speaking about Camavinga, according to Don Ballon, Real Madrid can sign the Rennes youngster for about €55 million next summer. Zidane sees the Frenchman as the ideal long-term replacement for Casemiro, and he hopes to see him arrive at the Santiago Bernabeu in the summer of 2021. But according to Tuttosport, they face competition from Juventus. The 17-year-old is one of the biggest prospects in world football, and he became the youngest French player to score for the national team in 106 years. Juve are hopeful that Daniele Regani's recent loan deal to Rennes will strengthen the ties between the two sides. That's ahead of a move for Camavinga next summer. Manchester United goalkeeper Sergio Romero is eager to seal a transfer to the MLS, and this story is from the Daily Mail. He was very close to joining Everton on loan, but that move fell through after the Red Devils demanded a fee for the Argentine. He's very unlikely, shall I say, to get too much first-team football this season. He's behind David De Gea and now Dean Henderson. Atletico Madrid are considering a swoop for Valencia midfielder Jeffrey Kondogbia, and this story is from Marca. Diego Simeone would like to bring in the 27-year-old to fill the boots of Thomas Partey, who joined Arsenal on deadline day. Spanish Federation rules allow Atletico 1 month to sign a replacement, but they first must meet Kondogbia's release clause of 30 million, and they have also been linked to Real Sociedad's Mikel Merino, so they're likely to bring in a player in the next few weeks. Liverpool are one of 3 clubs from England interested in RB Leipzig centre-back Dayot Upamecano. He has a €40 million release clause in his contract next summer. And the story is from Sport Bild, but they will face competition from Manchester United and, my guess, a lot of top European sides. Arsenal is set to reopen talks with Mesut Ozil over terminating his contract. This story is from the Daily Mail. The Gunners are hoping to reach an agreement with Mesut Ozil before January, who's yet to play for the club since the coronavirus lockdown. He is currently earning about £350,000 a week, and if they were to terminate his contract, he's looking to get pretty much all the money they owe him, and it has also been left out of Arsenal's 25-man squad for the Europa League group stages. Manchester United target Ousmane Dembele is keen on a switch to Juventus, and this story is from Sport. The Barcelona forward has been in contact with officials at the Allianz Stadium over a possible transfer next summer. Juve are also open to waiting 2 more years to sign Dembele, whose proposed move to Manchester United fell through on deadline day. And a more recent report from them does say that Barca are willing to sell him in January. Their current asking price in the summer was 80 million, but they're willing to drop that down to just 50. Liverpool and Bayern Munich have emerged as the favourites to land Jadon Sancho, and this story is from The Independent. Manchester United pushed hard to land the Borussia Dortmund star in this transfer window, but they were unable to reach a deal with the German side. Liverpool and Bayern are now likely to have more funds available next summer because they're more aware of the financial situation from COVID, and they may look to sell some players before then as well. And the final story today is that Manchester City have left the door open for a deal to sign Messi next summer. Chief Operating Officer Omar Barada, he says the club will be in a position to sign the Barca star should he opt to leave the Camp Nou next season. They of course were very close to signing him in this summer window, but Barca were very reluctant to let him go and they weren't allowed him to go on a free. But because his contract expires in 2021, he would be available on a free then. My view on this situation is that if Bartomeu is still the president in the summer of 2021, Messi will go. But I think there is an election in, I think it's March I want to say, so things could change quickly, and if that changes, I think Messi will stay. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do our good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and the current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time, there'll be a new video for you to look forward to. So thank you for watching, I'll see you next time.